Hi, my name is Vibeke and welcome to Diving Dogs Crochet. So I'm doing a lot of granny squares and I always block my granny squares when I'm using them for projects or just to make them more beautiful and sharp. But today I want to show you how to do the process of blocking the granny squares. And for the materials, I have used some T-pins and also some of these. I didn't know I needed these before I got them. They are very useful. And then I'm using a blocking board. I will leave a link for all the materials below so you can find them. It's maybe a little bit hard to see here, but this is very handy because it has all these squares so you can do it very even. So you can see in the corners, so they will be even depending on the size. Some people, when they block grannies, they only put pins in the corners. That's all right, you can do it, but I always put them on the sides as well because sometimes it has the tendency to curve overnight. It won't do it when you put in the pins, but when it dries up, it might be curving, and it's not that pretty compared to if you do it with the with the pins on the sides as well. And some grannies also need some pins in the middle. I don't have any of those right here. That's super smart when I'm doing a tutorial of it. But maybe this one. This was a little uneven, so I put some pins in the middle as well. So it was easier to see all the details. It's maybe this one would have needed. Yeah, out here I have done a lot of pins on the edges because this is not just a straight edge. It needed to be manipulated into place because it has a weird shape. So now I will show you the process of how I do it. So when you are all done crocheting your granny square, it looks very curly and it's not that pretty. So what you do is that you take your granny square and then some water and then drop it into the water. Push it in and make sure it gets wet all the way into each and every fiber. You can leave it for an hour or just until you think this is totally wet. Then when it's done, you will take a dish towel, take out your square, press it a little bit, just a little bit, and then put it on the dish towel. Then you can just do this. I don't know what it is in English. Just dab it. And then you can put it on your blocking mat. Then you will take all these pins and put into the corners. And when you put it into the corners, you can see why it's smart to have a blocking board with these squares so you make sure it's even. And now you see already this is curving in a little bit on the sides. And here comes this one handy because you can put all these pins in along the edge, or you can just take this one and then form it very straight and then put in this one. So it keeps a straight edge when it dries overnight. But then just leave a lot of pins at the edges just to manipulate it to be entirely straight. So put in all these pins. And if you want this flower in the middle to be completely straight, you can manipulate the petals and so on. If you think some of them are uneven, you will just put in pins wherever you feel like it's uneven and then just leave them. And when you're done, just leave it on the board to dry. So my granny square took 2 days to be completely dry, but now it's all dried up and we can remove the pins. So that's easy, just remove the pins. And that's how you block granny squares. Now you see it's completely sharp in the edges and all the more beautiful. So I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!